All right, well, normally when I begin, I like to pause for a moment up front to let the crowd noise die down, but we'll just jump right in tonight. So I love coming to the festival, not only to see you guys, the local beautiful Burbankians, but this time of year, end of summer, and this is a great moment for me because in 3 days, I'll have maintained sobriety for 3 straight years. This is a big time for me. Thank you very much. 3 years, yeah, thank you. And I don't talk a lot about my sobriety. I still get self-conscious when I talk about my sobriety in public, because when I talk about it in public, my attitude has always been just be less annoying than a vegan. That has always been my attitude. And obviously nothing against the vegan, because, you know, we, the recently sober, we kind of have a reputation of maybe oversharing just a little bit too much. But I think we can all agree that the vegan is still the gold standard in American society. But seriously, I didn't ask you, so I'm very conscious of that. And of course, on the off chance I have offended a vegan here tonight. I mean, obviously I'm not physically afraid of you, so let's just continue here tonight. Safety first, everybody, safety. You'd think I would have had a drink during the pandemic, but I didn't do it. So many things happened. My ex-wife remarried during the pandemic. Yeah, so now my son has a stepdad, and I'm not going to speak ill of step-parenting, but I was not prepared for the visual. Like, my son had a basketball game, and he showed up with his mom and his stepdad, and they just looked like a happy little family. And I just looked like an uncomfortable man lurking near them. You're laughing a little too damn hard, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm not an angry man, I'm not a petty man, I'm not a jealous man, I'm a big boy, young man. I can handle my emotions. So to support my son, I showed up for the next game with a t-shirt that said, Parker's real dad. I thought I handled that well. But I'm a single dad, right? And so I got my son, and we moved during the pandemic, and I moved to what I thought was a lovely neighborhood. And if you've moved recently, man, you know that euphoric feeling when you get there. And then as we moved in, got a feel for the neighborhood. And then I made a mistake. I hope you don't do what I did. I started to read about my neighborhood on Nextdoor. Yeah, if you don't know Nextdoor, it's like Facebook for the neighborhood, right? What it does is it takes your neighborhood, and then it ruins it just like Facebook does. Right? The comments between the neighbors are so mean and so evil and so vile. It's the only place I know of where a conversation actually starts up, hey, does anybody know the name of a good plumber? And then the last comment on the thread is, I hope you die of COVID-19. And it's a snitch app too, right? It's a snitch app for people to rat your ass out from the comfort of their couch, right? Every damn day in my neighborhood, there's a thread. There's a man in a car outside my house. He does not look like he belongs in our neighborhood. Oh, I'm going to call the cops. Hashtag be safe, everybody. 2 minutes later, there's another post. I'm sitting in my car. There's a crazy-ass woman in the window texting at me right now. I don't feel safe in my neighborhood anymore. But where I live, everybody loses their mind if somebody spots a coyote. Oh my God! They act like a chupacabra flew through the neighborhood. People talk about the coyote like it's a mythical creature that no human has ever laid eyes on before. Like, oh, I heard a coyote can jump a 30-foot fence. Really? I once saw a coyote fly off with a child. I heard a coyote will turn off a man's sprinkler timer and then watch his lawn die slowly. There are so many coyotes in my neighborhood that when I see a post that says lost cat, I like to think that the coyotes have their own Nextdoor app. And they got a post that says found cat, and it was delicious. The posts are just so heartbreaking. It's like, it's been 3 days. Has anyone seen my cat, Mr. Wiggles? My chihuahua ran into the canyon. Has anyone seen my chihuahua? No, no one has seen your chihuahua. No one will ever see your chihuahua. You think your chihuahua is going to come bursting out of the canyon? Dios mío, that was close. I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of freaking coyotes in there. I should probably be dead right now. But Mr. Wiggles is slow, God rest his soul. So. Hey, you guys have been a lot of fun, man. My name is James P Connolly. Thank you guys.